All right, good morning, everyone. So, real quick, I told some of y'all I was going to be doing my stabilizer bars. Was going to try to put it off till it got a little warmer out. It's about 16, 15 degrees outside, but I can't take the noise anymore. Um, just so you know, these things will go bad. And don't get it confused with a ball joint or a bad control arm. Just some visual inspection will be able to show it. For instance, I've already done one side, the side that was really bad, and I think, let me see if I can get it to focus. You can just look around and you'll see the corrosion. These things move and swivel, so if you've got bad rubber, bad boots, anything like that, the symptoms that you can see is you'll hear, this was really bad, you'll hear maybe a rattle. You can visibly get down and sometimes shake it. Just grab it where it lies and just jiggle it. If you hear it rattle, then it's bad. There is some tension on it sometimes, so you may need to jack the car up and let the tire fall a little in order to hear it. But mine was, anytime I would just go over little small bumps, it would just hear just a quick little rattle pop almost. And I just replaced my control arm, ball joints, bushings, and all about a year and a half ago. Thanks, Aaron Crest, for helping me with that one. But this literally should it'll probably take you longer just to get the tire off than to get these on. Before I get down and start doing it, my tripod I just bought broke. But if you can see, that is a 3/16 Allen inside of there. So what's going to happen is when you get down, the bolts are the easiest thing to get to. You'll go and you'll take a 15 millimeter, put it around the nut, start loosening it, but eventually this whole thing actually turns at one piece. So you're going to have to use that Allen wrench to keep it holding still. Your new one, these things are only like 20 bucks a piece at Advance Auto. I mean, for the Moog, I believe. You can find them on Amazon, like 20 bucks for a set. If you want to go that route, if you go to Advance Auto, make sure you look up and order them online. If you get two of them, that's roughly 40 bucks. So you could tack in something like oil, or if you need another part, if you want to do your rear or anything like that. I mean, there's always a 30% off for $50 or more. So we'll just slide that off. We'll leave that off for now. And that's pretty much all that you'll need. You may need a hammer sometimes to bust these out if it's stuck in there pretty good. Other than that, we just loosen the lug nuts and see you in a second. Alright, so once you got your tire off, and pardon all the brine and salt, snowed here a few days ago, so don't want to wash it off yet till all of it's gone and everything. But make sure, if you're ever at the beach or anything, these cars are notorious for having rusted subframes, so that is not something you want to ignore. But here we go. Here's the 2 points that we'll need to take off, and that's it. So first thing you're going to want to do is pop that bad boy right in there. You might not need to. I mean, depending upon who you are, you may want to go on and get started first with it. But next, and I'm left-handed, so this is gonna suck, is you just want to start loosening this. So give me 1 second, be right back. Alright, so we got the top one off. Excuse me. And as you can see, you can already tell that this one was bad as well. But top one's off. Now for the bottom one. If you got one of the ratchet ones, that's probably the best, but this is how I'm having to do it. Like I said, I'm left-handed, it sucks. So got my Allen in there. Once I started turning it, can you see it? I got it pried up there so it's not going anywhere. And then just from here, I'm able to loosen it little by little. So about 2 minutes, get this taken off. Alright, so got the old one out. It was a pain in the rear. I forgot that the other side is a little bit raised higher, So I actually ended up just bending it so that I could get it pulled out on it. But as you can see, this one, if I can get it to focus, was going bad. And even actually when I squeezed the bottom, grease came out. So new one, depend upon when you take it off, all right, if you have to go through what I just did to get the new one put back on, this is connected to the other side of the wheel. So unless you raise the whole vehicle, which this is a front wheel drive, so make sure the parking brake is on and you've chucked the back wheels. Otherwise, you jack up the front, the whole thing can roll with just a push, or if you're not on perfect level ground, the jack can slide out. Depending upon if you jack it from the front, you could rip your bumper off the sides. You could just don't do it. So what I did is I just took my floor jack, put it underneath, jacked it up till got it just right, and now make sure that your new bolts, all right, make sure they are 15 millimeters. Sometimes if you order from Amazon or some place online that isn't exactly the same as the factory, what can happen is these might be an SAE. So you could have, I don't know, whatever size, 1/2 inch, 9/16, something like that. So please make sure that you try that so you don't strip them and then you're just stuck. So we'll go on, we'll put the Allen wrench back in. And while you've got this off, go on and do an inspection of your bushings, your ball joints, your tie rod, your CV. Make sure you got no grease or anything like that hanging out. It's kind of tough for me to do that. And might as well go on and check your brake pads. Make sure you got plenty of wear on that. So, all right, we'll pop this back in. All right, guys, and that's it. And there's the new one on. I kind of just went and tightened them back to where they were before. The best part is these are brand new bolts, so they thread real easily. But I'm not sure as far as any kind of torque specs, since you got that thing there that you got to do. Some places I just tightened it back to what it was. So that's it for today, guys. Last thing is put the wheel on and test drive it and see if your noise is gone. If it's not, then take it back off, do a visual inspection again, get something to brace up against this and wiggle that around, wiggle it in the back where it connects right there. Several different things that you can look at. So thank you, guys. Hope this helps some of y'all out. Literally only takes maybe like 8 to 10 minutes per side. So quick, easy, $40 or $20 fix. Have a great week.